In a classroom space, you might not get to see sides of people that I get to see on when we're basically living and traveling and cooking, eating together and all that sort of thing. But starting out by getting to know people, pre-course surveys or any other way that you can get to know people better. And then allocating class time, particularly in the beginning, in which people get to share. I mean, we start out with games in which they're not competitive games in which they're winners and losers. It's more games in which provide a vehicle for people to get to know aspects about each other that they might not know otherwise. And allocating time for that at the very beginning, which is really an investment because the work we do is going to be better. It's going to be more efficient. It's going to achieve our outcomes to a greater degree with that community and that belonging than if we just got down to business and tried to get things done as much possible in the limited time we have. The initial investment really yields or leads to greater outcomes later on. They want more of it. They really enjoy it, and I've had students say, this was great, but we should go on more hikes together. And so they're really eager for that sort of thing. They want more, and I think they're really encouraged to actually have a course include that as part of academics. It's part of what, as a scientist, that's what I've seen so many scientists, that's part of their formative process. Science is in many ways a social activity. For some people it's an individual isolated thing, but for others it's very much a social activity, and so including that in a science course is very relevant. It's more challenging. I'm, again, teaching in an upper division college in a program that I've designed that involves very close interaction with a relatively small group of students. In other contexts, I think the keys are getting to know students and getting to know more than just their names and some superficial information, but getting to know them in a safe way about what they care about, what identities they bring, what concerns they bring, what interests they bring, what they hope to get out of their experience, and then connecting people with each other. So humans are social species. We would not be here. We would not have survived the challenges in our origins if we didn't work together. And so that's fundamental to what it means to be human. And so helping connect students in a course has some pretty strong links to learning, to functioning, to emotional commitment. And so spending some time to connect students with each other is I think really important. If a course is involving group work or even discussions, which is a group activity, of setting boundaries, guidelines, contexts in which students can be themselves. Maybe their ideas will be challenged. That's what the university is for. But their identities will not be. Their identities will be recognized, will be valued, be accepted, and what they bring to the group, similarly, will be valued and accepted. And setting up expectations and ground rules for that, and accountability if those are violated, so that and then if those are violated, it's not condemning the person who violates them, it's the action. And so basically creating safe environments in which people can work together equitably and honestly and fully I think is a pretty general strategy that can apply in a variety of different contexts. Particularly for lower division entering students, 100 and 200 level courses, you'll probably be dealing with a number of people who aren't sure they belong, aren't sure they're good enough. They're surrounded by a bunch of other apparently really smart, capable people, and they may feel they have imposter syndrome, or just aren't sure they're up to it. And so, I think it's really important to implement all the strategies of creating a community within the course, from which you can then develop a sense of belonging. But also then setting up low consequence opportunities to fail, of opportunities to participate, and see what happens, and invitations and expectations that everyone participates. Again, with low consequence and fairly simple ways of bringing yourself and participating in ways that other people get to see you and see you're part of the group and that you're actually contributing to the group. So basically what it comes down to is giving everyone a chance to contribute and feel like their contribution matters.